And tonight, several people in our area are protesting the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. We want to show you what it looked like tonight. This was at the Bentonville Square. There were no counter protesters out there tonight, just pro-choice messages. So we spoke to two of the people who showed up. Listen.
It seems as though the law now says that because I can have a child, I must have a child. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree that that my body and the fact that I can reproduce and men can't means that I have to. So that's why we're here.
As a proud member of the LGBT community, I know how important it is to have allies and to have people outside of your community show support for you. And so I think it's just as important for men to show up to these sorts of things.
Well, the group behind tonight's protest says they plan to be out every single night, starting at 6:30 through next Monday. And since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, 6 states have abortion bans put in place. The trigger bans in Louisiana and Utah went into effect following the High Court's decision, but both have since been blocked by state courts. Meanwhile, in Missouri, lawmakers are introducing a bill that could criminalize crossing state lines for abortion care.
If somebody calls a Planned Parenthood clinic in Springfield, Missouri, they're scheduling an appointment at the Fairview Heights Clinic across in Illinois. So that's Missouri activity that's violating the laws of the state of Missouri. And I would like us to see at some point look at that.
The White House says it will challenge states that try to bar women from traveling across state lines to get an abortion. Brandon.
Well, Paige, the overturning of Roe v. Wade is driving some women out of Oklahoma, desperate to find abortion resources. We're learning some groups and clinics are now offering these women money to help get them across state lines. Alexandria Williams with our sister station spoke with a group in the OKC area.
If no one else is going to fight for this, then I'm going to. And if I have to spend all of my money on it or all of my free time on it, then I'm gonna.
Anna Arts, co-founder of the group Pro-Choice OKC, says she and 3 others band together, offering support and financial assistance to women who need abortion services out of the state.
Just really a huge group effort of this person can offer to drive someone somewhere, this person can help them look into other resources, and really just working with the person individually.
Offering monetary help completely out of pocket, with a passion for the issue that truly hits home.
I found myself in a position of needing these services when I didn't want them.
There are also other financial aid options in the state. A women's health care clinic, Trust Women, says they direct their patients to a website called abortionfunds.org, showing available financial assistance options in Oklahoma.
We will kind of refer them to Roe Fund or another organization here in Oklahoma that can help them with that, because Roe Fund is set up just for that. They help pay for the procedure, and if they can, they will also help pay for like a hotel expense and gas and whatnot.
Since the month of May this year, Roe Fund says they've received thousands of dollars from the community, money to help women find the help they need crossing the Oklahoma state line.
And that was Alexandria Williams reporting for us tonight. Members of the Pro-Choice OKC group say they are hoping to partner with Roe Fund in the future to help bring more of those financial resources to people there. Well, corporate America is reacting to the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. From tech to retail, dozens of companies are now pledging support to their employees seeking an abortion. Nike, Kroger, Zillow, and Alaska Airlines are some of the dozens of corporate giants extending their help to staff. Many of them are reimbursing travel expenses for employees seeking abortions who live in states that ban or restrict the procedure. Meanwhile, Netflix says it will offer a lifetime allowance of up to $10,000 for full-time employees and their dependents to cover travel expenses.